So actually in Kinshasa right now, there's a curfew, meaning that starting 11 p.m., everybody has to stay home. 11 p.m., boom. If you are out of your house, you end up having to pay a fine or going to jail, whatever, I don't know. But there's a curfew. And of course, if you're on your way home and it's like 11, you still can go home. But if you are midnight, you're in the streets, you have problems. And of course, people don't respect it. Like, listen, I was in a club right now. And listen, I've been clubbing every day. And every day we come out at 2 or 3 a.m. and nobody cares. And when I tell people, hey, what about the curfew? They tell me, 1000 francs Congolais, and they let you pass by. So 1,000 Congolese francs is like $1, right? So me, I'm like, wait a minute. What's good, urban? Sweet spot. So me, I'm like, okay, all right. So when I come from the airport, so the airport is super far from the city, right? And on the way to the airport, there was 18, how you call this, a barrage? There were 18 checkpoints so if you are circulating in the city, lots of love, Ellis. If you are circulating in the city after 11, you have problems. But since my flight arrived at midnight, on the way back from the airport, all you have to show is your boarding pass. If you show your boarding pass, they let you go. So on my way, I was like, yo, there's a lot of checkpoints. And okay. So the first night I went to sleep. The second night, we're in the club. We're in the club till 3 a.m. With the person who hired me to perform at his wedding. And I'm like, yo, and they don't care. Those guys, they're like, listen, so good, don't worry. All these guys, you just need to pay them. All right. So the day of the wedding as well, we also stay in the club till 4 a.m. Which is why this is the reason why I don't have any more voice. Then the next day, we also stay out until 1 a.m. And on the way, I didn't see no checkpoints. Today, so I was with my mom. For those who see my story on Instagram, I was with my mom, then I was with my dad. After that, I was with two of my beautiful cousins, and we went to a sky bar called 1113, 1113. It's on the Boulevard du 30 Juin, which is like Champs-Élysées for us. And so we're here, and I'm seeing the time, and then so my two cousins have to go back because they were going back up to Binza, which is our neighborhood, but it's like super far away. And me, I stay at the hotel. So my client tells me, hey, I would love to, do you want to go to the club since it's your last night here? And I'm like, yeah, let's go to the club. But I will not stay long because I don't want to come back before the curfew, whatever. Anyway, I end up staying in the club till, I would say, midnight. So it was not that far. It was like 20 minutes from here. So as I was saying, I'm in the club. It's 11:30 already. and I know I'm far from the hotel, and I don't want to end up going through the checkpoints because I'm alone with the driver, and I'm like, listen, let me go home. The club owner insists, please stay, I want to offer you 10 bottles. And I'm like, I don't drink. So, yeah, but he's going to be great, blah, 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 blah. We're going to offer you a lot of bottles, blah, 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 blah. No. We even ready to give you some money to stay. I'm like, guys, I just came chill. I had my little cocktail, my fruit cocktail, and I don't drink alcohol anyway, so I'm going home. So now we are on our way home. We're on the way home, and soon as we leave the club, boom, there's a checkpoint. Checkpoint, soldiers, weapons. So they come to the window of the driver. They say, "Oh, it's midnight already. Curfew is on since 11. We would like to know what you guys are doing outside." And so unless you come from the airport and you have a proof from your plane ticket, you're not supposed to be outside. So I see the driver telling the police guy, "Oh, I'm with boss Kaysha." So it's not a driver that works for us, my family. It's a driver that's been hired by my client to take me here and there. So this guy is somebody I don't know, especially I've known him last week, and I see him telling the policeman or the soldier, whoever it was, I think it was a policeman, "Yo, I'm with boss Kaysha, I'm taking him back to the hotel." And the guy's like, "Yeah, listen, it's already past midnight." And I see the driver he's in his pockets, and he takes some money and he gives to the policeman, and he says, "This is to have a drink." And the policeman automatically tell his boys, "Okay, these guys can go. Remove the barrier and we go through." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So actually it's a péage. It's a checkpoint that you have to pay. All right, cool. So what I do, yesterday, after the club, I met my dad at the casino. And when I met my dad at the casino, it was me, my two cousins, my brother, and my brother's best friend and her friend. My dad saw us, and he told everybody to sit down with him at the roulette table. I'm not a casino guy. I don't really play. My dad loves to play. So what my dad says, he gives money to the person who handles the table, and he says, "Yeah, give $50 of coins of jetons to each of my children." So me, my cousin, my other cousin, my brother, I think the two girls also, and all of us now we have. So each coin was worth $1, and we each had like 50 coins. So it's like, yeah, my dad is like, "Yeah, you guys play with me." So we start playing with my dad. So I don't know how it works, whatever. So I start putting coins here and there. The guy rolls the thing, boom, lose everything the first time. So I'm like, oh my god. So hey, listen, it's not my money. Didn't pay, so I was just chilling. Okay, cool. At a point, I put 2 coins on number 18, and then coins here and there, and boom, number 18 comes out. Oh shit. I make I think from $2 I made $15 more or something like that. So now I'm like, hey. And then I play again, don't win, and then I think in my last play I put some coins in a number 28, I think, or 30 or whatever, I don't remember, and boom, my number comes out, and now I have $90 worth of coins, and I just stop playing. I just stay like this. So there were like 2 more plays before they had to close the casino. And when the casino is Mountain of Inspiration, whatever, when the casino is closing, they say last play, so everybody plays, and me, I don't play. So I don't play, and everybody lose their money. And me, because I didn't play, I'm like, I just want to cash in my money. So soon as the plays are over, they take all my coins and they give me dollars. So now I end up having $90. I came in there with $0 in my pocket. I come out with $90. Yo, what a great night. So get my money, I'm cool. And now I have this $90 in my pocket. This morning, some guy came to do a test, to do a COVID test to me. And I actually paid him the $50 of the test. I paid him with the money. So I was left with $40, two bills of 10, and I think it was not 40, it was 39. So I had like 2 bills of 10 and 19 bills of 1. Okay, cool. So as we are leaving the first checkpoint, I'm asking the driver, hey, how much money did you give to the policeman? And the guy, he tells me, oh, I gave him 1,000 francs. I'm like, okay, how much is 1,000 Congolese francs? He's like, it's more or less $1. I'm like, okay. So what I think in my head is like, since it costs 1,000 to pass a checkpoint without problem, since, yeah, all they care is just getting a little bit of money from every car. So I take the $19 that I have and I start counting them, bills of 1, and I tell the driver, he take this for the next checkpoint, so that next time we get to the checkpoint, you can give them $1, $2, $3, whatever you need for them to let us go through until we arrive at the hotel. Hotel was not that far. I believe there was maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 more checkpoints. So, and listen, maybe 200 meters after, there's another checkpoint. So we arrive at the checkpoint, and when we arrive at the checkpoint, telling you, Mountain, when we arrive at the checkpoint, now my guy, instead of using the budget I gave him to have us pass through quick, this guy is negotiating with the guys because he doesn't want to give them money. And I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? So now the guy, he arrived to the second checkpoint and he started telling the people a lie. Oh, we came from the airport. And me, I'm like, I just gave this guy money for a checkpoint. I just gave money to this guy to corrupt these cops. Why is this guy negotiating to not give them money? He's like, oh no, we came from the airport. And the policeman says, oh, if you came from the airport, please show us the boarding pass of the passenger. And me, I'm like, what is this guy doing? And he start arguing with the cop because he doesn't want to give him money. And he ends up going back in the avenue and taking a small street because he's trying to go from the small streets to pass this thing because he doesn't want to give them money. And he doesn't realize that I speak Lingala. So I'm like, wait a minute. In my head, I'm like, why is he doing this? So now we are going from a small way, and we arrive Actually, we passed the other checkpoint from another avenue, and then there's another to arrive in the neighborhood of the hotel. There's the last checkpoint. So we are at the last checkpoint, and the guy has 19, so $20 in bills of one. And he starts negotiating again with the people. And he starts showing them like that he only has 500 francs, which is like 50 cents. And he has only 500. It's like, mon lieutenant, lieutenant Nanga, regardez, I only have 500. Listen, please let me go. I'm here with Kaysha. And me, I'm like, motherfucker, you trying to keep all the money I gave you. And he's been here telling the people, I don't know what lie. And I'm like, I just gave him money. And I tell him, hey, so he gives them like 500 francs. And the guy is telling him in Lingala, yo, listen, it's four of us. It's four of us. What you want us to do with? Like, come on, give us at least like 2,000. So we can all have 500 francs. Like, listen. So 2,000, that's $2. You have a corruption budget of $20. What you doing? The guy negotiated till the end. And me, I was there like boiling in my head. I was like, yo, I have to do my club Shada. I cannot do this show from jail. And I cannot go to jail. This will create political problems if my dad learns that. Like, listen. In my head, I'm like, just give him the money. This guy negotiated till the end, and he never gave those guys any money. He was like, telling them, I'm sorry, Lieutenant, I'm so sorry. I already passed, we came from the airport. We passed 18 barrages. There was a lot of barrages. I already gave them all my money. Listen, that's really all I have. Please, Petina yo, I'm your kid, I'm your son. General, Lieutenant, please. Listen. This guy ended up, like I'm telling you, this guy ended up not paying anything, and he ended up keeping the damn $20. And he dropped me to the hotel. And like in my head, I was like, what a city of crooks.